Hi, welcome to With Miska podcast. Quick LA, Los Angeles update, February 17th. Let's do this. I added a light, second phone. Very professional here. Maybe it helped. It's cold, so I need to be, and it's actually pretty windy. I hope the sound comes out. Sound comes out okay, but I need to be walking a little bit quicker because it's cold. It was just raining in LA. Well, it's been raining a few days and it will continue raining. It's not raining now, but maybe the frisker pace of my walking will make this update a little bit different. So it's Tuesday. Yesterday was President's Day. It was a day off. Well, I did some stuff, but now it's Tuesday, so back to regular life. Let's see. Excuse me. I did the update about a week ago. I don't really know what has happened in the last week. I've been just at home doing quite a lot of... We're trying to get gigs for July, and it's actually working pretty well. We have a couple of people selling us gigs for July, Finland. We have about 5 gigs, somewhat in talks. Our goal is to get 10 gigs in 3 weeks, which is a really good amount, so it should be fine. Of course, many of them are for that we need to sell the tickets, so maybe someone will come and watch us. It will be me and Maria Voltaine, our Hauliwood Dreams duo. Maybe we'll get some guests like Mikko Nuopponen, our original Hauliwood vampires, before we changed our name to Hauliwood Dreams member, because he's in Finland. But I don't know, he's usually pretty busy in summer theater shows, as actors should be if they're in Finland. I noticed that I can't look at the camera because of the light, because it's pretty bright. But maybe you can see my face if anyone is really watching this. I know someone might be listening to this, but let's see. Yeah, so I don't think I have been anywhere. I had some self-tapes. Now I have a quick self-tape. It's for a game show or something, but it was just a couple of questions about myself. I need to answer those tonight, but I don't need to film anything. And then there was a really interesting voiceover request sent last Monday for me. Just some background noises, but they needed someone with the Finnish accent to do some background voices, so hopefully it goes through. But really, I've been concentrating on editing videos, putting some videos on YouTube. I have also started to add these, as you can see, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and a little bit on X. Why not put them everywhere? Oh, palm trees in the back. Why not put them everywhere? The money that I'm making with these videos is very limited. And I've been talking with ChatGPT just I showed her. Maybe I call her. I showed it my YouTube channel and analytics. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. What to do. But I really emphasized, because it was saying that I should do certain kind of clips, and the clip should be very clickbaity. What do you need to know to achieve this and that? But I don't want to do clickbait, because I think, clickbait is bad. I don't like that. So, but then I was talking with ChatGPT, so I can also put nicer, non-clickbaity topics on how I frame these videos, and especially the clips. Yeah, and shaved. I really prefer being not having a beard. But the beard works really well because most of my auditions are some foreign scientist or someone who's unkept and foreign, which I don't mind. I'm happy to do anything. So for casting purposes, it might even be better if the longer beard I had. But I also want to feel good about myself, so I shaved my beard. Let's see if this works for auditions. I haven't submitted myself to the really small stuff because lately the small stuff that is being offered here in LA, apart from commercials, pays really little, and yeah, actually I should submit to those too, but mainly in the last few months I've been getting my auditions from my wonderful agent Victor Kruglov. Thank you, Victor. So I feel that I've been just doing stuff on computer, lots of stuff with the videos. Yeah, so about the YouTube, because I like doing the videos and putting content up, sort of whatever kind of content I feel. I want to feel that kind of freedom. But of course it would be nice if I'm not actually that far from YouTube being monetized, but like really to get the big views, then it's sort of a little bit different business. Like, how much do I want to plan my YouTube channel with Miska podcast episodes and more? That's a long name. I don't know how much I want to plan it and just to get viewers, because it's also the way I express myself. Like, for example, this video. But of course it would be nice, because I'm trying to treat the possibilities of YouTube and new media as part of my job, which it is. Yeah, I met a new neighbor today, and she asked, like, well, she mentioned that hasn't been hard for actors. Oh, it's really windy. I hope the sound comes okay. I might use a plug-in to make it a little bit better. So she asked, like, like she was thinking about, like, haven't things been difficult for actors since COVID? And that's true, because the industry is changing. People watch lots of vertical videos and all that on their phone. But I really try to feel positive, and that's the only way to approach change. Like, okay, so when movie theaters came, when in 1920s or maybe even earlier, people didn't have TVs. There was a movie theater, or someone came with a projector to their hometown and showed a movie, and that was something special. But now, since we have our phones, this is the way people consume media, including me. So this is not really anything we should fight against, because that's just the way it is. And like my good friend Jaakko Manninen, even though he's a little bit younger than me, but he's still not in his 20s anymore. He has learned to embrace it. Like, okay, maybe the format is that we create 8-second videos and that's it. Like, I was in my friend's place. Maybe I can link the video for Thanksgiving, me and Selma. We were, sorry, it's really windy. I hope the sound comes okay. Yeah, so me and Selma we did this nice Thanksgiving song, which had a specific idea for, like, from a Finnish song. Osaan sanoa 10 kielellä kiitos. I can say thank you in 10 languages. So it was like a challenge for her, how many languages she can say thank you in. So we put some thought in this musical video. And then I also filmed, I don't know if they want to be named, but anyway, I filmed a video, someone opening a beer bottle and how the foam comes out. So I put both of these videos on many platforms. And the beer bottle, because I don't remember if it was slow motion or not, but I put some funky music under it. So in some platforms the beer video got more views than our music that we had prepared. So I think that was a lesson for me also that, well, the media is changing. Sometimes short videos are better. And that's just a new format. And for the feature films, when I was a kid, feature films were a big thing, and I remember going to movie theater as a kid. We had TV, but not VCR video player. No, we got it at some point, but not when I was really young. So that was a special occasion. But since we have all these big screen TVs and all that, I have to say that the feature films are smaller part of the media ecosystem than they were before, because now there's more options. Yeah, so I don't think okay, I'm gonna see that I don't trip. So I don't even need to stretch with this or try to change my own mind with what I wanna embrace and concentrate on, but I feel that I have that kind of mind that I'm excited about the opportunity for having my own talk show or video channel here online that you're watching right now. And I also I'm currently doing 2 feature films, Pop Mix and Reunion. It takes so long time, unless you have, and it still takes a long time, but it takes quite a while to get those finished and done. I'm crossing the street. So it's also nice that I can do an 8-second video or 5-second video and just publish it, or just do this. I don't know if anyone, well, some people are watching this, and thank you for watching this. I think more people will watch this video that my feature film Vihanpidot Insanity that I did available on Amazon Prime and many other places that have ever seen. Yeah, so I'm fine with this, how the media is changing. Yes, but yeah, the biggest mental challenge today was when I was sparring with ChatGPT about what's the situation with my YouTube channel, was that how much do I want to tweak the content to get more viewers, and how much do I just want to express myself and do whatever works. But I actually have filmed a couple of baking shorts, like that beer video, and then video where someone is mixing the dough, which can be a pretty visual and fun. Sorry, the wind is pretty bad. Which can be pretty visual and fun short video in many levels when someone's mixing a dough. So I guess I would think if those would really get lots of views, I would be happy to do those. Yeah, so that has been the main challenge. So in many ways I feel that I haven't gotten that much done this weekend and since the last week. But I've been at least releasing videos, and I also need to get my podcast feed updated because it's lagging a little bit from the YouTube. Yes. Okay, now it started raining. Okay, I think I need to turn the... I think I need to stop this. But iPhone is supposed to be water resistant. Maybe you can see this. It's raining in Los Angeles. I think it rains here about 30 days per year. So it's not sunshine all the time. Of course, that's less than in some places, but yeah. So I feel that I haven't gotten that much done. But I try to be efficient. It's about 7:30. So I'm gonna go home and put this up, and then I have a couple of other videos. I have a video from Tampere. Okay. So now it's really raining. I have to say that since it's not really that cold, the rain is fine and it's refreshing, but with this phone situation, it's a little bit tricky. At least it's not windy. At this moment, yes. So but this also comes to the situation like, where does your income come from? Like, I've been trading, doing the day trading. So it's still with small amounts, but my goal is to put a little bit more money because it's been going well. Most of my days are on green. Today I made $9, having $1,000 in my account, which means that if I do it with 10,000, it will be $100. $100. So my goal is to find more money to put in the account. I feel that I've been training for quite a long time. It's been a year and a half with small amounts. But to be honest, it hasn't been too long. I haven't trained for too long. Because if I had put more money in my account earlier, I would have probably lost it all. But now, since most of the days are on green, I think it's time. I need to work on getting that $10,000. Yes. Yeah, so having multiple sources of income. And it's the same thing like with, I checked out how the food delivery situation is. I checked it out last night using the apps, DoorDash and the other apps. Not worth it. So I checked it out last night, at the night before, or was it 2 nights ago? I just want for 2 nights anyway. I checked it out, and it's not worth it because the orders that you get, basically it never goes over $20 per hour. Never. No matter how hard you try, unless you might get one special hour where you make $30, but really it never happens. And mostly after all the gas and everything, it's less than $20. And if I would make $20 in an hour, I would work 8 hours per day. That would only cover my bills. So that is not a solution. It's been helpful in some situations when I need money quickly. But I have to say that when I have looked at all the options of, like, if the stock trading doesn't work, I really don't know what to do. But there's in life there's always that feeling that you don't know what to do, and then you come up with something. Because so I had those couple of voiceover jobs last month, and we had gigs. So there is some work, but it's just so I am working, but the expenses are just so high. So with how much I'm working now, I'm not making enough money. Yeah, so I'm making about 3,000. Sorry. I'm making about 3,000 per month, but I would need to make at least 5,000. Yeah, so I hope the stock trading thing works out. Day trading. I've been learning Ross Cameron's warrior trading. It sounds worse than it is. It's actually very good. But it sounds like a typical YouTube scam with the name warrior trading. So I guess I could apply to a production company. I have that skill. I could produce commercials and stuff like that, which I don't mind doing. But if it's full time, there's really not that much room for performing or your own self-expression. So I hope the trading things works out. Yeah, so I don't have the big money in my account now, but hopefully soon, hopefully within weeks. When I was in LA a few years ago, and the expenses were so much lower, studio apartment and all that, 3,000 was fine, but 5,000 is not enough. But the main thing, since you have come this far listening to this, I don't want to complain, and I really, I don't know if I feel positive, but I don't feel really specifically negative. I just wanted to update with you what kind of stuff I'm thinking, like really, I guess I'm really practical. Yeah, so we've been trying to, another thing. Yeah, so our Finnish American comedy band, Hauliwood Dreams. Oh, just a second, I'll be right back. Hi again, there was text message I needed to answer. Yes, our another thing that's been going on is that our Finnish American comedy band, Hauliwood Dreams, as you know. So generally, I met some American friends or people who I know, and I've been telling them about our Minnesota tour, and they've been genuinely interested, which is great. So, but then I tell them that, okay, so it's a Finnish American comedy band, and we sing quite a lot about Finnish American topics, and that's when they sort of tune out Americans, because they probably feel, okay, then it's not for us, then it's not for me then. So we, even though we love our core audience, you Finnish American or Finnish person, I think we need to also reframe this, what we're doing, a little bit differently if we want to have more gigs, because we love doing the Finnish American shows, and that's who we are. But there's just not that many. You cannot do 5 nights for Finnish American people in LA 5 nights a week. So if we want to do this to Americans, we sort of need to reframe this in a different way, the whole band. So we're just a comedy band. And I don't want to erase that we're Finnish and we're immigrants, because that's what we are. But I think we need to talk a little bit more about topics that everyone can relate to. So we talked about that with our band, and I don't think anyone really disagreed. So we started listing songs. Of course, we don't only want to do cover songs. We have our own songs. Maria has written many love songs that are about love but are pretty funny. I haven't heard all of them. And of course, Steven has thousands of songs. He comes up with so many songs all the time because he's very creative. So, so we need to reframe that a little bit, that we have our shows for Finnish and Finnish American people, but that we also have a show that Americans or anyone from any country can relate to that. Oh, not all of our songs are only about sauna and about Finns in America. So we listed some songs that we want to do. Of course, the original songs, some songs, well-known songs with new lyrics. And if it's pure covers, I would like to learn. Well, I also often play Ice Ice Baby or sing part of it in my show. But now when I say ice, people think about stuff what's going on here in America. So I want to learn You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer. That's good. I have loved that song for over 30 years. And then Steve has in his repertoire, Play That Funky Music. Lay down and boogie and play that funky music till you die. So Play That Funky Music, White Boy. We have that. He has that song. But Vanilla Ice actually, if you don't know, you probably know, I forgot to look in the camera. I looked in the screen. Yes, camera is here. Yeah, so Vanilla Ice actually made a version that has rap verses in it. So that would be a good one for us. But I have to, now when I'm saying it, why should I learn the Vanilla Ice rap? Maybe instead of that I should write my own lyrics. Play that funky music. So I could write those new rap lyrics from my own point of view. Maybe tone down the Finnish phrases and a little bit of the Finnish aspect. No, I can be Finnish, but just make it accessible to non-Finns. And then another rap song is maybe, since we have accordion, we're sort of folksy sounding band. Depending if we use the Eurodance backing tracks with drums and all that. We could do a Rage Against the Machine song. I don't know which one. And do that. Yeah. So that has been sort of topic because I really had this conversation with few Americans. So since there's some interest in my neighborhood, I want people to feel included and maybe we get some new audience. And for Finland dates, we have some small pubs. And then we might have this 200-person venue in pääkaupunkiseutu Vantaa. It's the Helsinki area in Finland. The main capital of Finland is Helsinki. Yes. So we have that venue, but it seats 200 people, which is quite a lot for us. But I thought that since it's sort of a dance venue, I'll tell you later what it is when it's confirmed. I will tell you 100 times. No, 200 times, so you will come. So it's actually that kind of venue where old school dance bands play. So tonight, when I was having dinner, I realized that what we need to do is that we need to have like Midsummer Night's Dance. It's not gonna be midsummer, but like old school dance. As if it's just me and Maria, not that many people are gonna come, so we're not making much money anyway, but maybe we'll invite all of our friends, maybe get a drummer, a bass player, keyboard player, and have like old school dance situation and invite all our friends and relatives to have like a good, maybe that can be our main summer party. Well, if it happens, it's on the 17th of July. So mark your calendar for ultimate situation. Oh, it was slippery. Slippery when wet. That would be a good name for album. Yes. But with trading, I still wake up at 3:45. I trade for 2 hours, or or how long it takes to. I usually just do one trade, where I try to use all that $1,000 that I have in my account. The reason why there's only $1,000 if there was 1,500 last week, because I needed to get some money out, because I have some bills to pay. So I haven't lost everything. Yes, so since I'm awake basically from 3:45 till 5:45, then I sleep for 1 hour, then I wake up a little bit later than my family, and then I take a nap during the day because I want to, and also of course if I don't sleep enough, then usually people and I just get sick. So I don't have bad feelings about that, but really I'm just okay. So what I'm saying is that trading really takes it takes 2 hours, but I think with lack of sleep and the nap, I lose 3 to 4 hours when I could be doing something else, because I could stay up later and do other stuff. So I guess I'm giving my 1/3 of my time when I have time to work to day trading. So when I put a little bit more money in the account, it'd be nice if it works, because I have worked hard for it. But yeah, if it works, I have to say that if the money that I've been making, like $9 today, if I made the same trades with $10,000 instead of $1,000, making $100 a day. I'm walking really fast. Okay, I was thinking, okay, that's going to be a good clip. I'm going to make that as a short. So if I make that $100 per day average, that's sort of the only problem I have, because then I make $2,000 more per month, and that should solve all my regular problems, like the income situation. Yeah, so I'm actually talking quite a lot about money, but it also, I have to say that I'm in a pretty lucky situation, because as a good family man, I want to take care of my family, and I want to have some things to do that I enjoy myself. And with the work and all this music, acting, I really get to do the fun things. And slippery when wet. So, sorry, slippery. So I'm not really lacking much in my life. I'm the luckiest person alive. And with that, I could have said, thank you, God. But I don't believe in God. But that would be a logical thing to say after that in some circles. Yeah, so I guess all in all, working on the less exciting. No, but this is actually a pretty good example of how much our gig rates should be, because we don't have gigs 5 nights a week. So they cannot be 200 per day or 250 per day because we don't have those every day. Yeah, so I've been working on the background stuff for gigs, selling, doing videos. And every day I get 5 to 10 ideas of stuff that I should do. For example, I should post stand-up clips and I send an email to myself. Do this. But like tonight I have 1 hour, hour and a half before I need to go to bed. So I think I'm gonna use that for this. But yeah, that's what I need to also do, the stand-up clips. Because they could get lots of views. Yes. But I don't think that I have felt much different. So what I'm saying is, this is the way I usually feel about everything. That I have all these ideas and projects and the fun things that I like to do. But I also try to keep the reality is in check, especially with finances, since we're in America. Because in Finland, you can live with much less money. Happy Sauna Week. Finlandia Foundation National here in LA has a sauna week this week. We don't have any content for it this year, but we have had the sauna song previously, and I did interview with Ismo Leikola. Ismo, the Finnish comedian who's here in LA. You probably know him. If you're watching this video this far, you know who Ismo Leikola is. And if there's any stand-up bookers, I'm not Ismo, but if he's not available, I can come and perform. I don't draw a crowd though, so there won't be audience, but I'm happy to come. There will be little audience, especially you, since you're watching it this far. So watching or listening to this far, I think that's pretty much it. Happy Super Bowl. It was a week and a half ago. Olympics. Go Finland, go America. We might go to see some snow this coming weekend in Mount Baldy. Mount Baldy. I've been trying to find what's the closest place from LA to get snow. Of course, there are the famous places, Mammoth and Big Bear. But they're actually several hours away. But according to my research, Mount Baldy is the closest. It's an hour and a half drive. So I have bought some sleds. I would still like to get a better one, but we have like this snow tire. We have some kind of sled situation going on. So maybe my dream is to take my dear family to experience snow also here in California. But now there's a storm, so we couldn't go there now, and we couldn't go there this last weekend, but maybe next weekend might be good if it rains and if it snows up there in the mountains. So that would be nice. I've been in Mount Baldy. We were shooting a commercial many years ago. I was a PA, persauki, production assistant. Persauki in Finnish means no money, open ass in the Timo. Open ass. And Timo in the some reference to Finnish YouTube videos. So I've been there in summertime or whenever there was no snow. But I think there should be some snow. So maybe we will experience that. And I will tell you about our wonderful winter wonderland adventure in Mount Baldy. Yes. And I need to record some guitar tracks. Yeah, this is interesting when I started listening what I want to do. Write the lyrics for Play That Funky Music. I need to record some guitar tracks for our Finnish band Hääppöset or Impronautit. Our singer Johanna Wiksten is doing some adult songs. Not adult songs like that, but regular songs that are not for kids. So I have a privilege that I get to record some guitars for that. Yeah, maybe. So many things that I'm looking forward to doing. But with all this, also listening to stuff that. Okay, I guess I don't need to think that's financially, because I'm working hard with the day trading, trying to learn a new skill. And if that works out, I have as much time as I want to all these fun artistic projects. And of course, there's always a tiny chance that I might get a big part somewhere, but that's like lottery. Or maybe one of these YouTube videos blows up. I think it will be the dough, though. A person mixing the dough and you put some funky music. Play that funky music, white boy, in the background. I think that's the video that's gonna blow up. So life is good. Nothing. Oh, this is not my intersection yet. Nothing special. If someone wants to buy my shirt, no one has bought my shirt online. You're welcome to do this. I'll put the link in. I don't put it in the comments. I put it somewhere else. On the description. Yes. This is Miska Kajanus. Thank you for listening. This is Miska Kajanus, Los Angeles, California.